After the abrogation of Article 370 from the Indian Constitution, it gave a hope that militants and militancy will be removed from the area of Jammu and Kashmir. However, past month tells another story. What we have seen that there was a rising number of militant activities, especially in Jammu area, and that is a matter of concern for the whole country. Hello and welcome to the In Focus series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about rising militancy cases in Jammu and Kashmir, and especially will focus towards the Jammu area. So moving towards the points of discussion part. First of all, we are going to discuss the news, then we'll have a discussion on that is this new pattern emerging or is it old. Then we are going to discuss about data, that what data indicates, and also what are the possible reasons for this. And then we are going to discuss that how infiltration is happening in Jammu and Kashmir, and also what about the local supports? Are local supporting to these kind of activities? And then we are going to discuss about the status of investigation. After that, we are going to discuss practice question problems. Before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to the Drishti IAS channel. Moving towards the news part. So on July 8, 5 army soldiers were killed and 5 injured on 2 army vehicles. And such kind of incidents we had also witnessed on June 9, in which 5 terror strikes have been occurred. So since June 9 to July 8, so it's been a month. In a month, what we have seen that 5 terrorist strikes have been occurred in Jammu regions, and around 10 people have died in all these kind of terrorist activities. So we are going to focus on, because after abrogation of Article 370, it has given a hope to the people that might be there will be the more peace in Jammu and Kashmir region. But the past month activity shows that there is a setback to this kind of activities. Now we come to the next slide. Next slide is about is a new pattern emerging. So what we have seen that there are data which shows that the number of terrorist activities has increased in Valley region. But when we'll talk about the Jammu region, what we have seen that it has increased especially in couple of years. So there was a revival of militancy in the Jammu region since the past 3 years, and especially in the Chenab Valley, which comprise the Doda, Kishtwar, Ramban, Kathua, Udhampur and Reasi district. Recently we have seen the attack on the pilgrims in Reasi district. And while terror incidents have been common in the Kashmir Valley, what we have seen that if we'll talk about the number of Jammu terrorist activities are less than Kashmir Valley. But the recent data shows that the frequency in Jammu region has increased, and which is a matter of great concern and worry for the security of the nation and also for the security of Jammu and Kashmir people. So this is the thing. Earlier, Jammu used to be a hotbed for the militant activities in 1990s and 2000 also. But since past 20 years, Jammu has been more stable when we talk about the Kashmir Valley. But right now, what we have seen that in a month, we have seen so many terrorist activities. So here, what does the data shows? So here we have taken the recent data. So since 2021, Jammu region had witnessed 31 terror incidents, in which 47 security forces and 19 civilians have been killed. And if we'll talk about the Kashmir Valley, so there has been 263 terror incidences, which is very huge, and in which how many people had died? So repeatedly 417 terrorists had died and 75 civilians are also killed. So what these data shows that military personnel are dying, terrorists are dying, and civilians are also dying. But what's the fault of civilians here? They are not fighting any war. They are not combating anything. But what we have seen that military is dying because of the encounter, because of the fighting from the opponent team. But civilians are dying without any reasons. And this is a great matter of concern. And what we have seen that sometimes we have seen that our military and our soldiers are even not prepared, and they don't know that these kind of infiltration had happened. And as a result, we have seen that recently 5 soldiers have been died in Jammu and Kashmir. Now we come to the another one is about what can be the possible reasons for these kind of rising militancy in Jammu region. So a large contingent of army was pulled out since Galwan incident. What we have seen that a large contingent of the army was pulled out, and that has made area very much vulnerable, and there was a very thin security, and which has enabled the terrorists to come to this area again and start their activities. So this can be one of the reasons. Because of that, we have seen that so many terrorist activities are happening in Jammu region, and also there are chances that the terrorist wants to attack on us from both the side, from the western border Pakistan and from the northern border China. So that's why they are doing such kind of things. So this could be the possible reasons, and they had also find the way out, and they had also revived their militant activities through ambushes and these kind of the regions maybe. Now we'll talk about the how is the infiltration happening. Because of the infiltration, we have seen that so many terrorist activities are happening. It means that infiltration is going on in Jammu and Kashmir region. So first we'll discuss about the international border. So 192 kilometer of international border along with Jammu is secured by the Border Security Force. And when we'll talk about the LOC, line of control, so 740 kilometer line of control is there. So this is a very effective border system from the Kashmir Valley, and it helps us to protect the valley. But what we have seen that they had pointed out few lacunas and ambushes and some old points, which is helping the terrorists to infiltrate in Jammu and Kashmir region, and they had started their activities there. So there are vulnerable patches, tough terrain and forested areas which make terrorists available to come to the Jammu and Kashmir region. So there can be these kind of the things. And what we have seen, that recent attack on Kathua belt, including the July 8, what it shows that? So it shows that old infiltration route used by the militants 2 decades ago. So whatever they are using 2 decades ago, they had started using it again, and the government and the army must think about these kind of the why old patches are again coming to the news and why they have become a very vulnerable area. So we'll come to the next one, that what about the local support to terrorists. So there is always a question on the locals when there is a terrorist activity, that might be there are chances that any locals have helped for the terrorists so that they can come to our place and they can do their activities. So what had happened in the recent case, J&K police had arrested a local Hakam Deen who had allegedly what you can say attacked on the pilgrims and also on the soldiers. So he was arrested. But if we talk about the data, there are very rare chances that the support is very huge in number. There are few people who are supporting, but it's very less in number. The locals are in hugely not supporting the terrorist. So this is the point. Now we come to the another one, which is about the status of investigation. It is very important to know that what is the status of investigation into this matter. So the terrorists ambushed army vehicles and killed 4 soldiers on December 21, 2023 at Balfiaz in Punch, Rajouri. They are yet to be caught. So this is the what you have seen, that few of the terrorists are unable to trace out and we can't find them till now. And this is the incident of 2023, and the attack has been claimed by the People's Anti-Fascist Front because they had posted a photo on social media that they had they had come to this Jammu and Kashmir region through ambushes. So there are investigation going on, but when we'll talk about the evidences, when we'll talk about that who are the real witnesses and who are the real culprit of such kind of things, still it's yet to be found. So we'll see. And what had happened that when this People's Anti-Fascist Front come up front and they had posted a picture that we had come to this area, what we have seen that locals and civilians arrested because the army and soldiers thought that they are the ones who are part of this PAF. But what happened that there was constant humiliation and torture. Such kind of news are going through the local media, and there was a huge outcry over the condition of civilians. So that had also created lots of controversy, that if army or police personnel or any security forces are catching the right person or not. So that also a matter of various debates, that what's their take on it and how they are dealing with such kind of the problem. So this is the current situation now. Now we'll come to the question part. What was one of the main changes that occurred due to the abrogation of Article 370? Jammu and Kashmir became a separate country. Jammu and Kashmir was reorganized into 2 union territories. Jammu and Kashmir gained special economic privileges. Jammu and Kashmir merged with the state of Punjab. So you have to answer this into the comment section. So this is about the security breach in Jammu and Kashmir and rise of militancy in Jammu and Kashmir, especially in Jammu region, because Valley was almost disturbed every time. But when we talk about the Jammu region, it was quite peaceful when we compare from the Valley. But what we have seen that in recent past, the Jammu was very much disturbed, and so many experts, the border experts, the security experts are saying that the diaspora, what you can say, the population, the demography is very much different from Jammu and Kashmir, and there are high chances for the communal tension also. So in this scenario, it's very important to have a serious investigation on this matter, and we need to reduce the rise of militancy in Jammu and Kashmir so that innocent people should not be killed into these kind of terrorist activities. So I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you. Have a nice day.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.